A world-famous drummer who lives in Placer County is giving us a glimpse into how he landed on the big stage. KCRA3's Ty Steele sat down with Zorro.
He spent 4 decades performing with artists like Lenny Kravitz, Bobby Brown, Earth, Wind & Fire, Lisa Marie Presley, and so many other artists over the years, and voted the #1 R&B drummer in the world. Zorro the drummer is joining us now in studio after writing a memoir about his life. It's titled Maria's Scarf. Story is the everlasting love you have for your mom, a Mexican immigrant who raised 7 kids on her own. This is truly an underdog story. You from the slums to the spotlight.
Yes.
Zorro, thanks for being with us,
Thanks for having me, Ty. It's great to be here.
What inspired you to write this book?
There's nothing more powerful than the power of story. Next to food, clothing, and shelter, mankind lives off of stories. Stories how we make sense of humanity, stories where we find inspiration, and I have an epic overcoming story that I wanted to share with people to inspire them never to give up in the face of adversity. And that's my childhood story. My mother raised 7 of us alone. At one point we lived in a car. This is the American dream, and this is how we did it between the love of a mother and a son, an unbreakable bond with a family, and then me, a starry-eyed kid who refused to give up on his dream.
All in this book.
Yes.
Music and family are 2 of the biggest themes of this book. Talk about how music and family are intertwined in your life and how you express that through this novel.
Well, my mother loved music. She was from Mexico City. She wanted to be an actress, but she had an incredible love for music and a passion for music. So she would actually use the lyrics of different songs to inspire me to keep dreaming. Everybody in my family loved music and listened to different kinds of music. So music was the soundtrack of our lives. It's how we found hope in hopeless situations, because songs are powerful, and the lyrics in those songs set my heart to dreaming. So music is everything, and then God gifted me with the rhythmic ability of drumming, and that came from the influences of what I listened to as a child.
There's so many side stories within this overall story, and you're still living your dream as we speak. I mean, your career is just incredible with all those artists that you toured with. Describe the book in 4 words, if you could.
Yes, the book is heartwarming, heartbreaking, absolutely hilarious, and hopeful. Mostly it fills you with hope. I had a recent reader who was 60, a woman read it. She said, your book makes me want to dream again, makes me want to go after the unattainable, the unimaginable. Because my life is like Forrest Gump. All the things that happened to me shouldn't have happened, but they did with the power of faith, with the power of a mother's words that she spoke over her child, and with a lot of hard work and perseverance. So if I can make it, anybody can. So the book for me is like my legacy. It's my gift to the world to inspire them, because there's only going to be so many people I reach one-on-one, only so many gigs, only so many speaking engagements, but a book will outlive me and will speak to future generations.
You mentioned perseverance, and I think out of all the people that I know in the world, you're one of the most perseverant, hope-filled people that I know. I mean, you bring that in every conversation, and I just know that the book is going to exude that.
Well, it's really my mother's heart is in that book, because I was raised by a single mother. I say at the end of the book, she had more soul than anyone I've ever known. She was an extremely powerful woman, filled with delight, encouragement, and hope. So I am her son, and this is, she never got to make it as an actress, but I told my brother Bobby, today's the release of the book, and I said, today we're going to make Mama famous around the world for something more important than being a celebrity, for being a mother. The office of motherhood is one of the most unpraised and unsung heroes of the world, are mothers, and so this is going to make her famous as a mother. It's going to inspire all the mothers, fathers, and all the dreamers.
So true, so inspirational. Zorro the drummer, thank you for coming in today. Congratulations on your book. This is going to be just such a great read for anyone out there that wants to be inspired and filled with hope. If you'd like to meet Zorro and get an autographed copy of his book, he'll be at Capitol Books on K Street from 6 to 7 tonight. He'll also be at the Thrive Leadership Conference at Bayside Church in Granite Bay Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, Zorro will be at Ruby's Books in Folsom from 5 to 6:30 p.m. And then finally, on Wednesday, May 15th, Zorro will be signing books at Wild Sisters Book Company on Folsom Boulevard in Sacramento at 6:30 p.m. Check it out.
That book, a great gift for Mother's Day. If you've never seen him play, man, try and get to one of his shows. He's so talented.